Ahoj lidi, já vás zdravím, tady Vlčák a vítám vás u pokračování ze hry Kingdom Come Deliverance. Máme tady, ježíš, schovej ten meč. Máme tady druhý díl. Pane Božku, jsem tu.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Jo, to mi povidej.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberk has graced us with her presence.
Milady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, milady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, milady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Co si myslíš, že jsem, abych les v botech do postele? Ale já mám pocit, že leze. Takže, přátelé. Krom toho, že funíme, tak si tady pozbíráme to jídlo všechno. Neříkám, že se nám bude hodit teď, ale do budoucna určitě. Teď jsme hladoví a unavený. Ne? Dělej. Všechno. Minimálně na prodej by se nám to mohlo hodit, ale tak tady bychom si mohli něco přivydělat. Nicméně lidi, až budeme potřebovat potom peníze, tak to budu dělat za kamerou, nějaký to vydělávání. Žádný questy nebudu dělat za kamerou, ale vydělávání a takovýhle schánění peněz, aby jsme si mohli koupit lepší vybavení, to udělám za kamerou. Jíst kotlíku. Ještě. No tak. Jo, už nemůžu. Do hajzlu. A můžu tam něco přihodit? Ale můžu tam přihodit.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin.
Ale házím tam jablka. Přihodím tam víno. Můžu tam ještě něco hodit? Nemůžu. Tak co bys to uvařila, co?
How rude.
How rude. Tak jet bych tam mohl hodit, kdybychom měl. Sejra. Chleba. Tady už asi nic k jídlu není, co? A to uvařený nemáš. Nevadí. Sežereme čočkou kaši. Kolik ještě potřebujeme? Ty vole. Ne, to jsem se nechtěl svíknout, tak chtěl. Chleba sežerem. Dobrý. Na jedzení jsme, na jezení teda. Ne na jedzení, ale na jezení. Tak. Zajdeme si teda odpočnout, protože jako běhat po hradě teďka, když jsme v tomhle stavu, nemá smysl. Takže Jdeme spát. Oni nás zbudějí, jo, takže nemusíme mít strach.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
No, tak promluvíme si s ní.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberk and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberk and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberk, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberk. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady. Papa son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Tak jsme si pokecali se Štěpánkou. Tak, vezmeme si louč. Protože podle zákonu se nesmí chodit venku bez louče. Nebo nějak takhle mi to vysvětlovali. Ale tam Štěpánka nemá louč. A tak to je... Hradní paní tam může. Bez louče. Ty taky nemají louč.
They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over and join forces.
Aye, you might be right.
Chlapci byli bez louče, tak já nevím.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command.
Tak Božku, jsem tu. Božku, staviteli.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberk in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Rataje, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberk?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Rataje. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberk until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend.
Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rataje now!
Takže to
Man,
měli.
tonight we'll have triple patrol.
Promluvíme si s Božkem. Si mi tady nemňoukej. Číčo.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Jasně, to budeš hodnej, když jim to řekneš chlapům, no.
Are you serious?
Jo,
What
už
is
mám.
it?
No. Čekat tady nejde, no.
Hey.
Ale můžu si promluvit se strážným. Co? Trošku zabití nudy na
Good day
hradu.
to you. What do you need?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
No, to seš hodnej. On za chvilku přijdou, takže je to v pořádku. Kolem té 6. možná. Já teďka si nejsem úplně jistý. Jo.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberk.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberk divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Rataje Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Rataje of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Rataje is not at Talmberk. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Rataje Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Rataje Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Tak, Zikmund odtáhl a my si asi, jo, to můžeme schovat. Jo, my si máme pokecat s Božkem. Tak ještě jednou si tady pokecáme s Božkem.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Rataje is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
No, to je jasný.
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
So Robert, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robert, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Tak, to bychom měli.
What?
Božku z Talmberka, takže... Kupec, našli jsme kupce a ten by se nám hodil. Já mám na sebe hovno, když to tak vemu. OK, mrkneme se u kupce. Co má? Dobrý den i tobě.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Mám mapu pokladů, no. Ta stojí kilo. Má sejvovici. To stojí kilo 20. Jo, to taky kilo 20, jo. Já jsem čuměl blbě, ono to je jako jiný nepřehledný. 18, pak klíč. Jo, 13. Ty vole. No. Takže kámo. Dával mi jeden paklíč. A jdeme smlouvat.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
Naturally. A co je tam?
Since it's you. Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Is this enough?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
That's a sum I can live with.
OK, hold všechny neukecáme. Tak a hlavně, já vím, podívám se, jak jsme na tom sídlem. Asi na 78. Tu počatost taky nemáme úplně plnou. Ale někde nějaká truhla s něčím, třeba sídlem. OK, já si stáhnu na myši. What? Proč jsem? Tak nic, no. Ukazuje se mi tam to, co se mi tam má ukazovat, takže jako fakt tu truhlu nevypáčím, ani kdybych chtěl. Nicméně já vím, za kým musím jít. Musím jít za paní Štěpánkou.
God save. Can I help you with anything?
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial? My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
Takže, děkuji ti, Štěpánko, za prachy a za rady a za pomoc a za všechno. A my teďka vlastně potřebujeme teda získat tu zbroj. Tady se teda opláchnem. A teď musíme jít čorovat. A já doufám, tak pěkně opatrně a potichu. Tak, krademe si štít. Výborně. Ty vole, ono to tam není. No to si děláš prdel. Jo. Jo, naštěstí jako velmi snadný zámek je velmi snadný. Stačí najít to správné místo, i tak jsem se bál, abych si nezmršil. Jo, tam dole nic není, ale šíp daleko nosí, to navál. Ještě si vylezeme tady nahoru, opatrně. Tak, otevřít, šíp daleko nosí. Otevřít, šíp daleko nosí, výborně. Seber ten šíp, tak. Výborně. A ještě si tu ukradneme luk. Jo, tyhle bedny ty neotevřem. Otevřít. No, šípů není nikdy dost, jo. Přece jenom tady to s tím mířením není úplně jednoduchý. Výborně. Výborně, a svoje šaty bychom mohli prodat obchodníkovi, aby jsme měli víc peněz, takže dáme si zbraně. Jo, vlastně meč panožský, to jsem přemýšlel, jestli by šlo, protože my máme meč. Jak to, že nemám? Aha. To je divný, já tady ani nevidím meč, který bych měl mít. Protože já mám mít u sebe meč pana Racka. Jo. to je nějaký zabagovaný. Což vlastně není novinka, ale tak to nevadí. To je divný. Takže. Promluvíme si s obchodníkem. Já jsem totiž přemýšlel, že kdybych si tu teoreticky někde schoval meč pana Racka, jestli by to teda šlo, že bych od něj třeba nepřišel. Ale když ho u sebe teď nemám, tak ho tady nemůžu schovat, že?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Jistě, že mám. Takže zbraně. Ale tohleto po jednom šípu tady nebudu nosit. Tohleto si vem. Výborně. Dostaneš 9,5. Budeme smlouvat. Nový perk. Výřečnost, výborně. Loading.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Co za 10?
What about this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Ty smrde.
Finally, a reasonable
No.
sum.
Tak. Přestrojený jsme, ale teda... V tom případě nechápu, kam se nám ztratil meč pana Racka, jo? No, ty vole... Tam jsem ho určitě nemohl nikde nechat. No to si ze mě děláte srandu. A nikde jsem nic nedropoval, že bych ho dropnul. To je v řiti. No to je jedno, no.
Hej!
Tak stejně bychom o něj přišli, takže je to jedno.
Hej!
Ježišmarná. Pak ještě pánka. Nemodlíš se? Ano. Ty loadingy jsou občas smrtelný.
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
No, o Sigmundovu vojsku se bavit nebudem, to nemá smysl. No, hodně těžké. Kam běžíš, vole? Tak, máme tu koně. Ale já jsem předtím měl na nějakým jiným. Na kterým jsem měl? Ten kůň měl jméno normálně. Zvláštní. Jo, já už vím. Já jsem totiž ukradl jinýho těm kumánům. S blondětou hřívou. Mám pocit, jako, že mi tady klesá tamhle to. Jo, on má hlas. Je. Vydrž koně, jo, já se ještě skočím Ty vole, tak zase nemůžeme tam mít hladový, aby jsme byli zlikvidovaný. Prdele práce. Já u sebe nemám žádný. A tady už žádný jaký nebude, když jsem to tady vyčoroval. A z kotlíku si nejde nic. Ty kráso. No, to je ukrás, to. To já myslím, že to máš uvařený, čenčtino. Počkej. Aha. Pardon. A do prdele, já se odsaď nedostanu. No, jdi pryč, já musím jít za tebou, kámo. OK. Cože? Teď jsem to asi jako úplně nepochopil, jo? Jak vidíte, ta hra funguje zvláštně, jo? Nevadí. Sežereme. Teď jsme se přežrali maličko, nevadí. To je fakt jenom maličko. Se omlouvám, se to nechtěl takhle zdržet tady. Jdeme mluvit.
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
I'm Sir Robar's messenger. He's sending me to Ujits to find out if Sigismund's army has been giving them trouble.
I might believe you if I knew who you were. Who the hell are you?
To asi jako neprojde.
I'm Yannick of Malashov. I haven't been here long, but if you had your eyes open, you would have noticed me. Now open the fucking gate, or I'll have to go and get Sir Robard, and you wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh, all right.
Kecej.
Open the gate!
Tak tohle jsem nečekal. Čau, trotle. Haha. Není to krásná krajina, ta česká kotlina. Zajímalo by mě, jestli má tenhle ten hrát nějakou předlohu u nás. Víš, asi mohl by mít. Takže jedeme směr Skalice. No ale že mi... To jako mi... Že mi ten meč zmizel, to nechápu, jo. No, což se dá dělat, no. Zase teoreticky, to, o co jsem přišel, tak teda to, co nemám, o to nemůžu přijít, ne? Ale to je jenom teorie. Myslím si, že mi to stejně napíše, že jsem o něj přišel. Pojď po ní. Tak.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Tak a který pak meč v cutscéně vytahoval? Samozřejmě ten, který u sebe nemáme.
Jesus.
Jesus. To je hrozný, ty mrtvoly. Jo, jako mrtvoly se neokrádají. Samozřejmě, jak jinak. Třeba za druhé světové války německá armáda to dost trestala, okrádání mrtvol. U Rusáků už to nebylo tak divoký tam jako. Taky úplně jako to nebylo v pořádku, ale dělo se to tam úplně normálně. Ne, že by u té německý se to nedělo, ale nesměla jsem to vidět, ne. Jakmile viděl důstojník, tak byli v prdeli. Myslím si, že u ty ruský to prošlo jako s nás třeba. A mají u sebe jít, jo. Třeba tomu chlebu nic není. Sušený houby, sušený ovoce, to ničemu je dobrý. Hele, a tomu preclíku taky nic není, jak si tam měli preclík. To nechceme. Už taky ne. Hele, obavu, počkej, si vemu. Jak vidíte, krásně nám včije. Máš prachy. Máš toba. Ale víš co asi to? Ne, ten nebyl špatný, Ten si vem zpátky. Chudák koníček. Co to bylo, ty vole? Zlomený šíp? Jaký zlomený šíp? Co? To je nějaký divný. To je nějaké rozbité ta hra. Doufám, že souboj bude v pořádku. Oj. Ne, nech mě. Ty zmrde. Bot využívám nejčastěji. Pojď. Tyhle, ta stamina, tady je pryč rychle tady.
Kurva fix.
Jo, mluví tady trošku sprostě. A sprostě mluví jenom česky. Ty hajzle, ty máš teda výdrž. Jo, teď jsi dostal, viď? Kurňa. Ty parchante. Ty vole, to se úplně nepovedlo. Tohle taky úplně není ono. Jo. Čteš mi moje slova. Já se nevzdávám, ale jako rád bych tě... Kurňa, chcípni už ty smrde jeden. Teď jsem jako dostal... Slušnou. Jako ty zmrdi toho vydržej fakt dost, jo? Ty parchante jeden skurvenej, to není normální tohle. Jako, co bychom si povídali, jo? Vůbec, vole. Má na sobě posranou prošívanici, jo, takže řeknu to tak, to jsem fakt nechtěl. Řeknu to takhle, jo. V té prošívanici. Tolik seků, kolik přežilo. Teď, tady. To by nedal. A to mi věřte, že vím, o čem mluvím. Zasycenost mám. No, tak jdeme dál. Love. To je nikdo? Nikdo. Jo, ještě mě tak napadá. Dáme si asketu, aby nám pomalej to padal had. Tady máme sílu. Ubíral 30% méně staminy. Tak, to si dáme, to se nám hodí. Jo, obratnost nemám ještě nic. Výřečnost. Poslední nabídka, to se nám taky hodí. A tady zatím to je všechno. Tak pokračujeme dále. Tam to tou novou cestou. Ta bouřka je super. Takže se mi líbí, že udeří blesk a pak na chvíli to teprve září. Nepochopil teda. No, už to jde. Počkej, nech si ten lůk, vole. Čísla. Ale nikoho nevidím. Jo, voda vypadá taky docela dobře. To se můžete přesvědčit, že to vypadá pěkně. Tak je to CryEngine, jo, takže vlastně se není čemu divit. Bohužel pro nás teda. Nedovychytali tu optimalizaci. Ale tak doufejme teda, že když zatím to tak nevypadá, no. Ale nebudeme přepíhat. Tak doufejme, že třeba s tím něco udělají, že udělají nějaký ty updaty. Sice jako, co jsem slyšel, tak se to jako k nějakým updateům nemá. Se jim v tom moc hrabat nechce. Ale tak doufejme, že se to, že jsou to jenom řeči, že se to povídá, že to není pravda, protože to by asi nebylo úplně to pravý ořechový. Nejvíc se děsím teda toho pěstního souboje, co nás čeká. Ty mi nejdou. Ty mi jako opravdu nejdou. Tady to obíhám z jednoho prostého důvodu, protože tamhle na cestě tam na vás čeká lapka, jo. Já třeba to vím, protože už jsem to tady procházel, tak vím, že tam jeden je. Jo, já to vlastně už mám jednou tu hru dohranou. Začal jsem ji hrát znova, protože mi tam chyběly nějaký úkoly, jsem měl nesplněný, takže chci splnit všechny. A teď to vlastně hraju ještě tady. Tady jako pojedeme asi jenom tu hlavní linku, možná nějaký ten vedlejšák občasnej, ale hlavně tu hlavní linku pojedeme. Pokud to teda zvládneme. Nějaký vedlejšáky kvůli penězům a expům udělám, ale udělám je. Trefil jsem ho aspoň do toho zadku. To bylo krásný. Jo, a když se takhle... Dám si ten meč. Když se takhle dobře trefíte, jo. Jako... Žádný svitování s lapkama, jo, lidi. Jo, srazit pěkně. Tak, zabít z milosti. Nazdar. A obrat. Měsíčkový odvar, no ten si vemem, ten se hodí. Obvazy si taky vezmeme. Tak, meč teď nepotřebujeme. Ten můžeme schovat. To bude asi trošku další díl, když na to tak koukám. Mohl to teda uložit, takže spíš jako to a tak. No, mrtvoly už nějak moc lutovat nebudem.
Bailiff, you didn't run like me.
To je všichni jenom jeden. Ale vezmeme ten tvůj střep a podíváme se, jak na tom je. Jak na tom je finančně. Nic moc. A útočně lepší, jo. Jasný, protože tenhle ten nesplňuju ty jeho ty. To je pak jasný, že je lepší tenhle teď momentálně pro mě. Tak to si ho vezmeme. Pak ho prodáme. Obrat.
Used to buy a sign who did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon me.
Jo, to je ten Němec, jo.
No. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca.
No, tak...
I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
Takže prstínek jsme si vzali na památku. Sejvovice, no, ta se hodí vždycky, no. Tu nikde nenecháte, nikdy.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run.
run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Takže to bychom měli, rodiče lutovat nebudem. Tak by tady měl mít meč u sebe. Nemá. Když možná, jestli nemají něco na památku u sebe. No, máma nic nemá. Táta taky ne. Nevadí, to jim brát nebudem, to co mají. Jsou to rodiče. Já vím, kde lopatu najdeme, jo. Ale v prdeli, no. Tady ne. Tady najdem lopatu.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. But isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Seems to me that dog knows exactly why he's going for you. You're picking dead men's pockets.
Am I? Well, it looks like I'm not the only one. How is your looting more honorable than mine?
You think I'm as bad as you? How dare you?
Don't like the truth, do you? Well, if we can't talk things over, come on, then. Let's see what you're made of.
Jo. Tohle mi nejde, jo. Ty pěstní souboje jsou absolutně kretenský, jo. Vy se k němu přiblížíte a prostě on vás hned nakopne, jo. A vy když to chcete udělat, tak prostě ne. Hovno. Musíte tam teďka tohle zběsnit tak, klikání myše. To pojď. Ale ono to jinak nejde, jo. Musíte fakt zběsile klikat myší. Pravým tlačítkem rychlý útoky, jinak se z toho zblázníte a dostanete na držku nehledásně. Promiň, pejsku, nechtěl jsem ti obírat pána, ale tak víš, jaký to potřebuju, když ty tady výstavu na celostí a slyším. Tak, lopatu máme, jdeme kopat hrob. No, jako časí. Jo, třeba tohle je pěkný, jo. Aha, potom už to nekape. Děláš si ve mě srandu. Teď to z vrchu nekape, jo, najednou. Tak to jděte do prdele. Tak tady v baráku by mohlo jako takové ze střechy to kapat možná. No. Okay, no.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it.
Jdeme kopat.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Upozorňuji vás, tohle nejde přežít. Jo, přesně takhle to končí, jo? A nejhorší je, že s tímhle zmrdem vás čeká boj a to jsem dělal asi na 20krát a myslel jsem, že počítač rozkoupí s tou hrou.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
John! Disperse this rabble!
Občas jste mohli slyšet, jak jsem si fotil obrázky, to je na náhledák, jo. Abyste neřekli. Mein Gott! Zhebneš ty, svině. A zhebnu já. Dobrý. Tak a mám ji dál. To je zase noční můra. Ten soubojový systém je krapítko takový nešťastný. Často se stává, že hra nereaguje na to, co děláte. Nebo co chcete udělat.
work to be done.
Takže nakonec z těch soubojů máte zběsilé klikání třeba.
It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rataje. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberk hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Rataje he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Oh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rataje Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Rataje?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Rataje, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first.
You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Tak jo lidi, já vám děkuju za sledování. Doufám, že se vám ten díl líbil. I s tím předchozím. Myslím si, že to asi byl krapet delší. Bohužel tady s těma savama je to takový, jaký je. Není saveovice, není save, jinak ty savey dají se tím, že se jdete vyspat. A jinak při nějakých událostech se to saveuje samo, jinak vlastně nemáte tolik možností. To nevadí, příště se pokusím ten díl dělat o něco kratší, to není tak příšerně dlouhý, protože to zase se vás úplně nemusí bavit na to takhle dlouho čučet. Nicméně, pokud se vám líbil, budu rád, když dáte like, pokud nemáte odběr, budu moc rád, když dáte odběr. No a jinak se někdy přijďte podívat na Steam. Tím se s váma loučím a uvidíme se u dalšího dílu ze hry Kingdom Come Deliverance. Mějte se a ahoj.